Welcome, everybody, to the Rogue Invitational Tailgate Show. I'm your host, Zack Telander. I'm joined by a legend in CrossFit, Chris Spealler. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm great. Legend. Yeah, I appreciate that.
And also, virtually, with none other than Josh Bridges. What's up, dude?
What's up? Thank you for having me on. Sorry, I can't be there.
Yeah, man, we wish your energy. Well, you're kind of here in spirit right there next.
Yeah.
Chris, hold me close. Hold me close, Chris.
Yeah, I got you.
Thanks, man.
So it's my understanding that you two programmed for this amazing event.
With the help of Katie, yeah.
Yep.
Josh and Katie and I.
What overall were you trying to accomplish over the next 3 days with this programming?
I mean,
Destruction.
Yeah.
Destruction.
I knew you were going to say
to
something.
that, yeah. I think we try to make it a great experience for the athlete and a great experience for the fans, and try to stick true to what we think makes a really good competition. And I don't think we've ever claimed to be trying to find the fittest, but making a really great weekend that challenges them. I know Josh and I always kid around and say there's a $250,000 on the line, so you can work hard for it, and we're not afraid to help them do that.
Yeah, so is there always a balance between like sport of CrossFit and then also just like we really want to push these guys and gals, like, you know what I mean? Like, do you try to punish them to a certain extent, or do you how do you make that balance happen?
I wouldn't say punish the right word, but I would say we hold them accountable for what the reward is for winning this competition. We definitely try to stay true to CrossFit organic. Chris has been around a lot longer than I am. I used to look up to Chris, obviously, as an athlete. I watched him compete before I could. And then also staying true to like what Rogue stands for, right? Which is, they have obviously a big foothold in the strongman world. And so, playing with that, playing with CrossFit, playing with what Chris and I think are great events overall, not only for the athletes, but for the fans to watch. Yeah,
this event, there's a feeling of difference. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like an intangible difference, but I think that is definitely represented through Rogue and the equipment.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the cool things that we get to do is experiment a little bit with what does that look like. And we talk about it often, Josh and I and Katie as well, is you try to create something new, but I hesitate to use the word. I don't like to use the word, but like you don't want it to feel like a circus, but you try to create something where it's a great test, and then also the advantage of being able to leverage Rogue for building certain pieces of equipment, which is just so cool.
Yeah.
You've got that in your back pocket.
Is it like you're like, what can we do? And then Katie just goes, I don't know. What do you want to do? And then you get like all these,
Or even having like Bill in the background say some of the craziest things that I'm like, that's on the table? Let's go.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was on the table.
Dude, it's got to be so fun to do that.
It's insanely. I feel so honored that Katie asked me to do this every year, and obviously being alongside Chris and Katie, I think we have three great minds that all think slightly different, but when joined together, it creates this really cool competition, spectacle, whatever you want to call it.
All right, well, let's go over the specific programming. Day one, we'll start with that. Event one, what do we have?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cheat and look at my phone, but this is.
I have it right now. I pulled it up.
Okay, we're gonna go to Josh.
Yeah.
The chipper, right?
So we got the 100. Yeah, and they released this one. Correct?
Yeah, we're good on this one.
5, 7, and 9.
I know there's a few.
Yeah.
5, 7, and 9. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's 160 double unders with a heavy rope, into 80 meters of handstand walking, 60 GHD sit-ups, 40 box jump overs, and then 20/16 log muscle ups.
Yeah.
So a really cool old style chipper, something Chris and I really talked about. Like, man, we really need, we haven't done like a solid like chipper in a long time, or in a couple of years, I think.
Rep.
And so, but like this one is more of that traditional chipper style. And I think right off the bat, if you just look at this, it's like so shoulder and core intensive. It's awesome, which I love on a chipper.
Yeah, and you get to use Rogue for the log muscle up, right? That's kind of a difference maker right
It's been
there.
a staple. It's been a staple
Yeah,
for
I've
us.
seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's I
Yeah.
think the other little bit of a differentiator on this one is that we often get associated at the Invitational with everything short and heavy, and it's kind of nice to come out of the gate with something without any loading.
Do you guys know what this event's called?
I forget.
I
It's
know.
Nessie, right?
Yeah,
Nessie.
Yeah, Nessie the Loch Ness
Yeah,
Monster.
I saw the names. Katie does all the names, and she like knocks it out of the park every year.
All right, let's go to event 2. What do we got? I know you got it with you,
go
Josh.
Bridges.
Yeah. So event 2 is the we could call this like the Strongman medley. We got 3 rounds of 5 log cleaning press, a yoke carry, and then a power stairs. So this is a really cool play on a strongman event, which is super cool.
Yeah, what are the weights for those? Do you have them, men and women weights? I'm just curious.
So I believe what I have listed, I'm not sure if this was finalized or not. 205 for the men and 150 on the clean and press. I don't have a final weight on
215. I just got that in my ears.
250. Okay,
Yeah.
so 215, and then I don't have a final weight on the carry or the stairs. I don't know either of those weights.
Okay.
But the power stairs, if you remember from last year, that was part of our duel, and that was so much fun to watch. And so I'm really excited to see how this one plays out not in a duel format where it's not just a straight sprint, but I think it will. I think the race at the end will be a sprint. So I'm really excited to watch this.
And
Yeah.
the name for this one is William Wallace.
So good.
So great.
So
on,
good.
right?
So
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Yeah, we had Braveheart last year and so now William Wallace. This makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, event 3. We're cruising right through. What do we got?
This is like the Bridges special right here.
All right, let's
This
hear it
is
then.
This is my favorite workout, obviously, but this is something I played around with over the past year. I just really like heavy back squatting volume wise.
You can say heavy, Josh. It's okay.
Dumbbell snatch and then sandbag cleans. Those are like 3 of my favorite movements. Even though maybe the back squat is the only one that really suits me well, but so how we finished this layout of this workout was 4 rounds, 10 back squats at 315, 225 for the women, 10 dumbbell snatch, 100 pound for the men, 70 for the women, 10 sandbag cleans, 150 pound for the men, 100 pound for the women. So four rounds of that. So we call this one the tax collector because the man needs to be paid.
Yeah, the man needs to be paid. So the sandbag clean, is that shouldered or just hips?
Shouldered.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Shoulder, to the shoulder. So the standard that Rogue, actually I can't remember if it was in the CrossFit Games or if it was at the Rogue Invitational where they started to shoulder them with the one arm out, kind of how the strongmen do it.
Yep.
Finish. So
Wonderful.
yeah,
And I think this was
and
like
it's a side
great...
bell too
Oh, yeah.
with the dumbbell, right? So it's a little bit thicker of a grip. So
Are we
Love
going to
it.
see? Are we
Love
going
it.
to see athletes empty the tank on this one? Right.
I think there's potential.
Final one of the day. Final.
I think there's
I
potential.
think empty the tank. Oh, go ahead, Chris. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah, and I think we talked about this, and we tried quite a few iterations of this to make sure that it was the right amount of volume, the right loading. But for this one, part of our conversation around is, well, if we don't have a 1-rep max event, this is a great way for the stronger athletes to display that. But you got to also have the conditioning and the endurance to be able to
And we also
to do well.
also don't know if we don't have a 1-rep max yet, Chris.
Oh,
We don't know. We don't know if we don't have a 1
Good
because there's 3
call.
events not announced.
thank you very
so we
much.
don't know.
How do you guys test these workouts out beforehand? How do you what's the process like?
Well, I mean,
oh,
yeah,
go ahead.
Josh, I think, especially on these, the ones that have more of this strength orientation type thing, has more of a mind for those, and some of them just come from variations of his workouts. But once we get everything fleshed out on a spreadsheet and start getting an idea of where they can be, Katie does a great job of vetting some trusted athletes that have awesome capacity,
Right.
that are really good representations of what athletes can do. And then we'll test either variations of the workout or the workout to figure out, okay, are we spot on? Is this too much? Is it too little? And that is crazy helpful.
Right. So
Yeah,
that's
huge having athletes to do that for sure.
because you also
I
don't
could-
want to pin them
I could do a
down.
version.
Go ahead, Josh.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say. I mean, I can do a version of them. It'd just be lighter and less volume and less weight, and be like, "This is what those athletes could do."
Right. So you also don't want to pin athletes down and have people just standing there being like, "Well, I can't do this," right? Or and the other end of that is you don't want everyone to fly through a workout that's meant to be a little bit longer or get them a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. Knowing weights, reps, where. And then obviously looking at the overall scheme of the weekend, right, where we don't want to do too much of one thing, too much loading on the, posterior, too much shoulders, too much whatever.
Right.
Like there, when you're having 3 different sets of eyeballs on it, it really helps doing that. And then having people testing it and testing pretty much. Katie has someone test pretty much the whole weekend, and in a very short period of time. So if that person can do it, then obviously giving them 3 days separate, obviously shows that these athletes should be able to do this.
Okay. Moving on to day 2. So that would be
workout
number 4, event number 4.
Yeah.
So again, some of this is not released. I know that, but
4 is
just
released.
the weights are not released though.
Oh, okay.
And so because it's the you're going to start every round with 20 calorie men, 20 calories, women, 18 calorie row. And then it's going to go 15, 12, 9, 6, 3 bench press, and then 1 horizontal pegboard. But I've heard that the weights are not released, and they don't find that out until Saturday morning. So I'm not dropping that bomb here.
This workout is called the Crux. That's what I'm hearing. The Crux.
I love the pegboard though.
Crux.
And we brought it back.
Yeah, it's climbing.
Yeah, and I think this is the cool.
Very opposed movements.
Yeah, and it's the cool thing that we get to do is I know all of us kind of like this element of retesting, and it's cool to allow athletes, I think, to display their growth, right? If they've done something in the past that they've struggled with and they haven't done a good job, it's kind of like, well, do your due diligence to do the work, get better at it. In this workout, I just love the combo of movements anyway, but it also gives them a chance to really showcase that improvement as well.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's a huge point, right? Is having the opportunity, right? You can go, because it happened to me. I'm sure it happened to you, Chris. I can't think of like an instance where it happened to you, but obviously the deadlift for me, when you get provided the opportunity to fix your mistake that you didn't train for something is huge. And I feel like that's something we always talk about, right? When something stops someone in their tracks, or a few of these top athletes in their tracks, I feel like Katie, Chris, and I always are like, hey, let's give them this opportunity to fix it.
So the next event number 5, is unreleased. So we're going to skip right past that and go to event 6. What do we got?
So event 6 is the we get to see the new ski erg, which is awesome. So stoked for that. And then have the weights been released? Do you know?
I don't think so.
No,
okay,
they have not. They have not.
Okay, I will bring up the weights then. So it's after the 1,000-meter ski buy-in. We're going to see reps of 12, 9, 6, 3, 1 of wall-facing handstand push-up and a deadlift of some sort.
Very classic CrossFit couplet right there between the two of them. Is there like a cash out at the end of that, or is it just the buy-in of the ski?
Yeah, it's just the buy-in.
Just the buy-in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This will be really fun workout to watch, and I think there will be a good race. We can't give up too much details, which I'm really bummed about because I would love to talk about it more. But this will be a fun workout to watch.
Yeah, totally agree. I'm and probably the final are the two that I'm most excited to watch.
So the event 5 is called the duel. Is there reasoning behind that?
Well, it's our classic. Yeah, that hasn't been released either, so we can't say anything. But that's like that came up. I forget what year that came up, but that format has been, again, kind of a staple of Rogue Invitational. And this idea of high pressure environment and the elimination type thing. So having things like that as a part of the overall weekend, I think athletes know now to expect some kind of high pressure environment like that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Super fun to watch.
Yeah, so it's that kind of the
race.
bracket style racing.
Yep.
They obviously know the
people
format.
Get cut.
Yeah, but they don't know what it is, and so it's that stuff's always so fun to watch.
So we'll move on to 8. Well, 7's unreleased.
I think seven's the
seven's.
duel.
Oh, right. Seven's.
7's unreleased.
No. 6. No, 5 is a duel. 7 is.
We don't want to talk
the-
7. We want to talk 8.
Yeah, no talking. Yeah, no talking. Okay, so 8 is a really fun workout that it was kind of, we were on the cusp of like, do we do 9 workouts or 8 workouts?
Yeah.
And we decided to add this workout in, which I really love. 10 rounds, 8 overhead squats, and then 6 burpee over the bar. So this weight is going to be obsolete. This is going to be a 10 rounder where it's going to be like full metal, like full, gas to the floor, like going pretty much as hard as you can for 10 rounds, which is awesome because don't make a mistake on your overhead squats.
Right.
And you can't like dilly dally on the, 6 burpee over the bar or lollygag, right? Because if you're walking around on the burpees, then you're a lollygagger, and no one wants to see that.
Also, like the potential for no reps on depth for the overhead squat, and then also just like some guys are going to get really tired and fail, and it's going to be weird.
Yeah.
It's a lightweight, but we've seen professional CrossFitters fail lightweight overhead squats before.
Yes, we have.
Yeah,
And I think
sure.
it's one of the ones that's going to force people to really, I think, kind of stick their neck out when that late in the weekend, right? They're going to have some fatigue, and we know that, which is why the weight is written as it is, try to create a little bit of balance and things like that. But also, there's just no room for gaming that from the start. You just can't afford to do that if you think you're going to do well in it. So I like, again,
that's a test.
Like
it's
athletes taking the risk, right?
Yeah.
And saying, okay, I'm going to push and see if I can hang on. I enjoy that stuff.
Yeah. Are the shoulders going to hold out because the burpees are going to play into the overhead squat a little bit? But yeah, it's going to be full bore, like wide open.
And then we have the final event 9.
Yes.
So
Super
excited.
excited.
This one's
for that
unreleased?
one. But nothing's released.
Unreleased, yeah.
Okay.
Unreleased, yeah. But man, that's going to be a good
So
one.
good, yeah.
Awesome.
Good.
Yeah. So
I'm
go ahead, Josh.
Zach.
I think like overall, this is a great test. Like this whole weekend seems like a lot of firepower.
I'm really excited about it. I think, Chris, Katie, and I, we've really started to create a, there's definitely some staples for the Rogue. I think athletes are starting to understand maybe our mindset a little bit, and we're starting to show like data, right? Like now we have, what year is this?
7, I think?
Seven.
I think so.
6 or 7, like 2019, right, was the first year. And so, yeah, people are starting to, okay, this is going to be kind of how it's tailored. There's some data. We have some events that are always keep showing up. And I think I like that. I like that about us, that we're kind of setting ourselves apart from certain other competitions. And then obviously, changing things up. And like you said, having Rogue at our disposal to basically create whatever we want. I love this event. It's my favorite event by far, watching. I'm so bummed I can't be there this year, but I definitely will be sitting on my couch watching all weekend. So
and also,
very excited for it.
Super underrated aspect of this, the arena is incredible. The lighting is amazing.
Man.
It's just clean. It's like, it looks high tech and like ready to go. I cannot wait.
Yeah, we were just down there doing some work and looking at some of the new monitors they have up above some of the rig, and it's just it's going to be super cool, like how that all comes into play, and just seeing all these little pieces that create this evolution of an event that I just think is so fun for athletes and spectators.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to wrap up here. Josh, thank you so much for coming in, dude. We really appreciate you.
I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for having me on. Thank you guys. I miss you guys, and I want you guys to be drinking your scotch.
Dude, you should be sitting right here, man.
Yeah,
I got you.
I should be. I know, man. Have a scotch for me, boys. Have a couple scotches for me, maybe 2 or 3,
That's good.
And then, Chris, we're going to have you sign this plate right here, and we're actually going to give it to somebody lucky who...
Oh, man.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Go ahead,
Bridges,
sign
do you
that.
want me to sign your name? What's like your tagline? Pay the man. Spiel, pay the man.
There we go. There's going to be some lucky
There we go. Yeah, look at that.
person. Look at that signature.
Yeah, it's so good.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Chris Spealler, and Josh Bridges, the programmers. I'm Zack Telander. See you guys later.